All right, let's get right into it. Look, this isn't just another self-help guide you're going to scroll past. This isn't about adding more to your already packed to-do list. This is about survival. It's about taking a hard look at your life and performing a kind of quiet surgery, getting rid of the silent killers in your daily routine before they take you down from the inside. Just let that one sink in for a second. The thing about this quote is, it's just brutally honest. The biggest dangers in our lives, they're not the big, dramatic explosions. No, they're the quiet compromises. They're the toxic little habits we put up with day in and day out. They just blend into the background, and they start to feel normal, until one day you wake up and have no idea how you ended up so far off track. And that's the absolute key here. Your life isn't going to magically transform because you found some new motivation hack or wrote down more goals. Real change, the kind that actually sticks, comes from having the guts to remove what's poisoning you. It's about subtraction, not addition. So the real question is, what's actually dragging you down? So here's our game plan. First, we're going to look at the unseen poisons in the world around us, the toxic connections and distractions. Then we're going to turn inward and tackle the mind's internal traps. After that, we'll get into the lifestyle habits that keep us stuck. And finally, we'll talk about how you can start your own quiet revolution. Okay, let's jump into our first section. This is all about those external things, the people, the devices, the social pressures that just silently suck the life right out of us. I think we can all relate to this one, right? First on the list, low-key disrespect. Now, this isn't someone yelling in your face, it's way sneakier. It's that friend who always makes you the butt of the joke. It's that family member who constantly talks over you. And every single time you just laugh it off to avoid a scene, you're literally training people that it's okay to treat you that way. The answer isn't some big dramatic confrontation, it's a quiet withdrawal. You just stop being so available for it. And oh man, this one, we all feel it. You don't have a phone, your phone has you. You pick it up to scroll for what you think is going to be 5 minutes, and boom, an hour is gone. And how do you feel afterward? Not better, right? You feel kind of empty, maybe a little guilty, and your brain feels fried. That's not entertainment, my friend. That's mental robbery. The quiet way to fix this? Just try it. Don't touch your phone for the first 30 minutes of your day. Reclaim your own mind before the world gets its hands on it. This leads us to a really tough one. The so-called friends who secretly love it when you fail. You know the type. They smile, they say all the right things, but you can just feel their satisfaction when you hit a roadblock. Their energy is pure poison. Don't confront them, don't start a fight. You just have to quietly outgrow them. How? By pouring all that energy you were giving them back into yourself and into the people who are genuinely cheering you on. So, we've dealt with the poisons on the outside. Now it's time to turn inward. Because let's be honest, a lot of the time, the biggest enemy we face isn't out there, it's right between our own ears. This is all about the destructive thoughts that sabotage us from the inside. This is for all my overthinkers out there. You know what I'm talking about. You play out entire movies in your head, imaginary arguments, worst-case scenarios, all the what-ifs. You are literally suffering over things that haven't even happened and probably never will. That's not you being smart or prepared, that's fear disguised as planning. The only cure for it? Action. What's one tiny thing you can do right now to move forward before your brain has a chance to talk you out of it? Do that. And this brings us to that classic lie we tell ourselves. I'll start on Monday. We've all been there. But look at this comparison, it says it all. Dreamers are always waiting for the perfect moment, for motivation to strike, for the right mood. But winners just start. They start today. They start ugly, they start messy, but they start. Motivation isn't something you wait for, it's something you create by taking action. People-pleasing. Man, this one is a silent killer of your actual self. Every time you hold back an opinion, or change what you wear, or post something just for the likes, you're essentially signing a contract that says their opinion matters more than your own happiness. If you keep doing that, you'll wake up one day living a life that's just a performance for an audience you don't even like that much. Now let's talk about the ultimate form of disrespect, the stuff you say to yourself. You make one tiny mistake, and what does that voice in your head say? You're so stupid, you're a failure. Just think about that. Would you ever let a friend talk to you like that? No way. You'd cut them out of your life instantly. So why do you let your own mind get away with it day after day? That self-talk eventually becomes your self-belief. It's time to block that voice. All right, time for our third and final category of poisons. These are the lifestyle traps. The things that feel, well, They feel comfortable, but they're actually the very things keeping you stuck in a cage. We're talking about the comfort zone, the emotional junk you're holding on to, and the big illusion of being busy. Your comfort zone, it feels safe, doesn't it? Same shows, same food, same routine. But here's the truth. It's not a safe harbor, it's a cage. It's a slow death for your potential. Staying comfortable makes you weak, and that weakness chips away at your confidence, your discipline, and your self-respect. Quietly get rid of it by doing one small, uncomfortable thing today. Take a cold shower, talk to a stranger. That little bit of discomfort is where all your future freedom is hiding. And this isn't just about the old clothes in your closet. We're talking about holding on to old text messages from an ex, old grudges, old resentments. You keep this stuff just in case. But just in case of what? All it does is weigh you down. Growth needs space. You can't welcome anything new and amazing into your life if your hands are full of junk from the past. You gotta let go. Okay, this one might hit a little too close to home. You're busy all day long, right? Answering emails, scrolling through feeds, running a million little errands. You feel completely exhausted by the end of the day, but when you look back, what did you actually accomplish? What did you build? Often, the answer is nothing. That's fake busy. It's the illusion of progress. Quietly eliminate it by being ruthless with your focus. Do one important thing at a time. That's it. Okay, we've identified the poisons, we've called them out, so now what? Well, this isn't about some loud, dramatic declaration. It's about starting a quiet, personal revolution. This is the part where you start taking back your power, one small, silent decision at a time. Let's just run through the list one last time. Low-key disrespect, phone addiction, friends who secretly want you to fail, living inside your head, the "I'll start on Monday" lie, the need to be liked by everyone, living in the comfort zone, that negative self-talk, clinging to the past, and that fake busy life. Just look at them, acknowledge them. And here's the most critical thing to understand about all of this. None of these things will wreck your life overnight. That's what makes them so dangerous. They work like a slow poison, just a tiny dose every single day until you get so used to feeling numb and tired that you start to think it's normal. I'm telling you, it is not normal. And this right here, this is the whole message. If you remember one thing, let it be this. True growth, real progress, it's not about what you can add to your life, it's about what you have the courage to remove. Quiet elimination creates very, very loud success. So I'll leave you with this question. Don't try to fix all 10 of these things at once. That's a recipe for failure. Just pick one. Your one thing. Out of everything we just talked about, what is the one poison you will quietly, without any fanfare, remove from your life? Starting right now. Not tomorrow, today. What's it going to be?